everybody. Welcome to Estate Planning 101. I am here with Zach. Zach, what questions do you have for me today?
I have so many questions for you, Kate. No, actually, I was just thinking because I've been here working at the firm and I see you and the other attorneys do signings for ancillaries and the will and testament. And I actually witness a lot of these signings. And I wonder, why can't I just go out, write my own will, get a couple witnesses, and it be enforceable? Like, what is the purpose of having an attorney?
Yeah, that's a great question. And you're absolutely right. There is a process that we follow here at Miller Elder Law Firm. And it's an extremely important process because you can't just go out, like you said, and write it down on a piece of paper, have two witnesses, and be good to go. Florida has very specific laws that dictate specifically what's required to have a valid and enforceable will. So if you want your intentions to be followed through with, and you really need to have those two witnesses, you need to have a notary so that we can make this what's called self-proving. So we're saying that these witnesses are signing in one another's presence. They're also signing in the presence of the person signing the document, because otherwise you risk it going to probate court and not being recognized, either because it's just not valid, or we're having to track down these witnesses that it's been 20, 30 years.
So how do you, what's the process of making sure someone's not being forced?
Yeah, so we have standard questions that we ask every single signing. From the color pen that you use to what questions you're being asked, you're getting the same thing every time at one of our signings. So we're gonna ask, first we're gonna ask, what's your name? Seems pretty standard, but wanna make sure that you are who you say you are, that your name matches what was on that document, that you recognize the document as your last will and testament, you're over the age of 18, you are not under the influence of any non-prescription drugs, alcohol, anything that can impede your ability to sign. We ask outright, are you being coerced, forced, in any way threatened to sign today? And all of those questions are required for us before we can feel confident that you have the capacity to sign the document and that the document matches your intentions.
That makes sense. So in the end, I could draw up a will and say it's a will, or maybe go online and do a will, because I know there's a ton of things online that could do that, but it could in the end not be enforceable if it's not done correctly.
Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of specific requirements that you want to make sure that you are hitting.
All right. Thank you.